the Zenbook Pro Duo. It's just a more powerful big brother version of Zenbook Duo. It's got a better processor, better display, better GPU, and more RAM. But what's instantly noticeable is that crazy OLED display. This is like a creator's dream. It's an instant standout from any display I've seen on a laptop ever. And there's a lot more that's common between this and the Zenbook Duo. But instead of repeating everything, just catch my review of the Zenbook Duo. I'll link it in the top right corner. But what's really important, and I really want to talk about, is the OLED display. It's an absolute standout. The colors are super sharp and crisp, and the blacks are truly deep and intense. I mean, when laptop with traditional LCD displays, when they say they've got truly deep blacks, no. This is what deep blacks are. OLEDs. And with that, you get unreal contrast. I mean, very honestly, after an OLED display, any LCD display will feel like a step down. If you do compare these displays to regular LCD displays, you'll clearly notice the difference in color reproduction, sharpness. It's just difficult to like LCDs after this. Let's start with colors. So traditional LCDs, they have 16 million colors, and that sounds a lot, but the Asus OLEDs, they have 1.07 billion colors. So there you go, the color coverage is better. I mean, just look at that. It looks so good, even in bright daylight. Basically, it's got 100% DCI P3 color gamut, and traditional LCDs, they just have 100% sRGB, and that's where the color volume really varies. Also, LCDs, they tend to lose color accuracy in low brightness, whereas OLEDs, they maintain the color accuracy. So that's another really huge advantage. And what this means is that you can adjust the screen brightness depending on your work environment without compromising on the color accuracy of the screen. All in all, I really think if you're someone from a creative field of work, this is an absolute fantastic display. The Asus OLEDs are also known to emit 70% less blue light as compared to regular traditional LCDs, which means you get lesser eye strain and hopefully better sleep quality, whatever helps. The response time is also much better with OLEDs, typically 50 times better. So be it gaming or watching action scenes, OLEDs will always offer lower latency and therefore a more responsive, blur-free experience. In terms of display size, this is 15.6 inch with 4K resolution and it's touch enabled. Of course, there's another display, the screen pad, that can be used as an extension, and effectively, you get even more real estate, which will help you with more complex workflows. With the screen pad, which is also touch enabled, you can work more flexibly and multitask much more effectively. I've talked a lot more about how you can use the Screen Pad Plus, the secondary display, as an extension to your primary display, how you can use it in multiple scenarios for multitasking, how you can really simplify your complex workflows. So catch all of that in my review of the Zenbook Duo. It'll be linked on the top right corner. But for now, let's go beyond features. All this power with the large display, the Screen Pad Plus with the tilt technology, a graphic card, and all the ventilation mechanism to keep your laptop cool yet in high performance makes this a heavy laptop. Now guys, it is a workhorse, and because of its size, it offers some level of portability. It is technically a laptop, but think about this. It's got power of, like a desktop. And you take all of that and crunch it into a smaller form factor of this size, and yet it's still something that you can carry. So think about it this way. You can take it from point A to point B, but it's not so much for working on the go sort of a laptop. It's not going to be as comfortable and as convenient. And lastly, I want to talk about battery real quick. And I said this in my Zenbook Duo review as well, that me commenting on how long the battery lasted for me may not even hold true in your case, because your usage can hugely vary from my usage. But in general, let me say this. If you're not using power intensive or power hungry apps through the day, and if you start at 100% in the morning, almost up until the evening, late evening, you will have battery left in your laptop. But if you're using power intensive applications, if you're video editing, photo editing, if you're playing games or any kind of 3D work, you're going to drain battery faster. And depending on how much of that you're using and how many of those apps are running in parallel, battery will drain faster. But these laptops are meant to be placed in one place and used. So I'm guessing you're going to keep it connected to a power source more often than not. So not really a big concern, but the laptop's got pretty good battery, a phenomenal battery life, I would say, for a creator laptop. And here's the pricing. Now, it may be available in more variants in your country, so definitely check out all the possible variants in terms of RAM and internal storage. and the processor. For majority of you, the Core i7 processor would pretty much be okay, but if you're really looking at high-end graphic-intensive work, Core i9, you really can't go wrong with it. But yeah, do check out the links in the description if you wish to buy. And that's it guys on the Zenbook Pro Duo. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification icon. I'll see you guys in the next one.